G'day and welcome back to another TB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the new raid that's come to TB Legends, and this is the raid basically whereby we get to take a look at the latest summer raids, and there's two of them and they're each going to drop 700 chrono crystals, and the first one is against Frieza. You're able to earn this new raid medal from it. And it should be a fairly simple procedure. I think most times you should have a fairly straightforward idea of what to do in a raid. If you don't, there are characters that can boost the drop rate of the raid medals, as well as also boosting the actual amount of medals that drop. And there's also battle bonus characters, so it can get a little bit confusing. But battle bonus characters are characters that do damage. Most times battle bonus characters will either give a chance increase or a drop increase. Sometimes they won't. You just have to be a bit careful of that. The characters that will increase your drop chance and your drop amount don't have to be used as attackers. They can just be in your supporters. There are some missions which will also give you a ton of raid medals. These are very simple. Just complete your limited time attempts per day and you should have a fairly straightforward time. Now, outside of these 700 chrono crystals, there are some pretty cool rewards. We're looking at multi-Z power. We're looking at arts boost material. We're looking at pretty good stuff in general. But with that being said, there is also the question of, okay, well, mainly the chrono crystals and then kind of getting what you want afterwards. It's going to depend on how quickly it takes you to do the raid and also your drop rates, because if you have a very high drop rates, chances are you're probably either going to farm up your materials super quickly, or you're going to just kind of look to earn additional resources overall. So I think that's also very good. Now, outside of that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be setting up the team with using free-to-play characters in mind, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what you can get if you don't have the latest characters. But yeah, I think overall we definitely need you definitely would like to use the highest rate of characters, the newest ones. You want to use characters that drop like highest medals. You want characters to drop the most medal chance. You want to use those characters. They also will do the most like damage as well. So it's all pretty good stuff overall. But yeah, I would say really straightforward. If you've done a raid before, you should know the drill. If you haven't, I'll run you through the tips and tricks, but really it comes down to doing your 3 limited time attempts per day and using as many bonus characters as possible to boost those drop rates and to get as much reward as possible. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to talk a bit about the actual battle side of it now, so you can skip that if you're not interested. But yeah, pretty much it's super straightforward. Realistically speaking, if you've done full power battle or you've done hyper-dimensional comp, so it's one of those where the boss has a shield. Now, instead of obviously doing the damage during the shield phase like full power battles, it's more akin to hyper-dimensional comp, where you need to wear down the boss's shield and then you will be able to cause damage. Now, if you're battling him, I do suggest not using the yellow Goku, considering Frieza is a red type enemy, just as a heads up. But beyond that, you can use whatever you want. So it doesn't make a huge difference, but it does affect your damage slightly. We almost managed to beat him first time with the Rising Rush, with 2 yellow units, so it doesn't make that big difference, but it does help. What you want to do is you want to break your shield, and then you want to use your Rising Rush at the exact same time as your ally, and that's basically going to set you up for the victory. You'll do a ton of damage, and yeah, overall you'll just have a pretty good time in general. Outside of that, there's not really too much else to do. Personally speaking, there's really not that much to consider. For me, at least, I find that it's a fairly straightforward process. Once you've done the Rising Rush, if you haven't beaten them, you're going to just reset and take things from there. And yeah, 3 times a day is probably the bare minimum you want to do. But yeah, we can always see how things go, and you can always see what your medal drop rates are and everything. But yeah, I would say outside of that, pretty good stuff, pretty straightforward, good rewards as well. As you can see, we get the raid medals. Now we can go and exchange those for chrono crystals, which you're probably going to want to do, especially if you're looking to try and get Goku, or just trying to farm up some chrono crystals for units in the future. I think that's always a good shout. But yeah, that's basically going to be it from me. If you have any other queries or questions, you can let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, stay safe, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.